Hello guys and gals, Finn here and welcome to a new Destiny week. In this new week we're going over some new content like the new version of Expunge. Like you just heard me said right now, it is a new version. It's not a new Expunge but a version of it with something added in. I'm not going to tell you, you'll be able to see it later on in the video. We're now back into the Tangled Shore with the Hydra boss instead of the Hydra boss being on a different planet, and much more story related things and the lore book as per usual. Hope you guys enjoyed this new week and video, and I'll see you in the next one. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a bit.
Light guides your path, though I believe darkness lies ahead for you. I expected your assaults to weaken the Vex, but I reach into the network now, and it pulls, hungry, greedy, like slogging through mud. I felt this when you first walked through the network. You pushed into their system, and something malevolent pushed back. The sacred splicer must know the Vex, must understand what can and cannot be bent, yes. They are like the seasons, or the great seas. They surge and flow like a primal force. They cannot be manipulated. And yet something is doing just that. I do not know what it is, or why it has targeted your city. But I see the great machine hanging above, and I worry. This endless night has greater purpose. Be cautious now, Guardian. Darkness is coming for you. Shine your light on the truth.
Something new that I'm now doing in these weekly videos about Destiny is showing you what the new store items are, just to keep you in track of what's new and what's there still. And hope you guys enjoy the items that are currently in the store. I think they're alright. Probably the Little Bright Dust store not the greatest, but the bigger store there's an exotic skin for the microwave, so that's pretty cool. So I hope you guys have a nice gander and a look at them and see if they're really worth the little bits of bright dust that you get from the season. You get an alright amount from the season, but I'd rather consider going with the 200 bright dust from weekly bounties, and then, you know, bright dust from the season as well. But it's an alright couple of items in this season's weekly store. Now it's time for the override of this week, being the Tangled Shore, and that's about it. No new boss, it's just one of the original overrides that we got near the beginning of the season. Tangled Shore is probably like my second favourite, my first favourite probably being the moon, and then the third one being whatever is left over. Comment down below what your favourite override is, and I'll see you in a sec.
Destroyed Vex yield a ripe source of data. Feed it into the terminal to crash the system. connection. The Vex think they can outsmart you. Crush their simple passcode. The Vex won't give up so easily. They're recalibrating their defenses. Be ready for anything. A sacred splicer must feel the Vex as you feel the light. I sense a hidden doorway nearby. Enter and secure the data. Splicer tech must work, because the Vex are converging to shut it down. The network repairs like a body healing a cut. Disrupt the passcode to keep the splice alive. I can practically hear the Vex gears grinding. They cannot stop you, but they will still try. Splicing is more exciting than I thought. It uses a delightful number of grenades. I don't know about the Vex network, but I know an attack coming when I see one. Hold your ground! Meatbreak says the vortex is almost ready. I don't know what that means, but the Vex want to stop you, so it must be good. vortex. Enter before it closes.
I admire the Vex greatly. This network is a testament to their power. That said, I would still never invite them into our city.
Subjugated mind. Crush these poor machines so we can leave this hideous place. Impressive, Guardian. The light favors you.
The Guardian did the hard part, but I admit that your splicer tricks are useful.
The Saint finds use for Elixir. These are dark days indeed.
And now it's time for the new Expunge variant. This is only a 10 power increase, so it's not that bad of a mission. And instead of being barrier, it's now a different champion, so make sure you have the right champion mod equipped. Also, throughout the entire thing, there'll be messages constantly at the top left. It's mostly at the beginning, it doesn't really show up at all throughout the rest of it, but just look at the top left during it and you'll see a message in there become different, and it's really scary. So I even turned around to look, because something says it sees me. I think it's the Vex mind that's controlling this Endless Night. I hope you guys enjoy this. It's definitely a fresh take on the Expunge missions. But I was kind of hoping for a new Expunge, but you know, having another Expunge would be too many Expunges. So I hope you guys enjoy this new variant. It's really cool, and I hope you guys do it yourself, because it's actually pretty sick. See you in a second.
incompiling analysis field. Interesting. Stay ahead of it. To think the Vex are able to divide themselves between the material world and this place to engineer their plans. This is not unlike the Ascendant Plane, which raises many questions. Once more, the Vex fall into our trap. Destroy them all. Bring this domain crumbling down.
converging on. What is this?
Mithrax, what's wrong? What do you see?
An infestation. I have found the Vex at the source of the endless night. Queria, the dreaming mind. Its code has been corrupted by taken magic.
Sabathun. We've been played.
Quria has been commanding the other Vex, poisoning their minds, directing them at Savathun's will. The Endless Night is of Savathun's design.
It would seem the Witch Queen has outmaneuvered us. But perhaps she did not count on us seeing her hand so soon.
Then we strike now. Mithrax and I will lead forth. We bring the fight to Korea and crush it.
We cannot rush into this. We must find a safe route through the Vex domain where Quiria's hiding.
Any time we give is time for Savathun to scheme. No scheming, we shoot.
I know, Saint, but we have to be careful. Mithrax, will you report your findings to the Guardian back at the helm?
If that is your wish.
We will fight, and soon. But it will be on our terms, not hers.
And now it's time for the debriefing from Mithrax about the entire situation and discovering that Savathun has been behind this entire plot of the Endless Night on our city, which I didn't really expect, because we were always under the impression, oh, it's Vex, so that means something Vex is leading them. But then we found out that the main mind of this operation is actually Taken, and because of that, Savathun has control over the Vex in this area. I'm guessing it's this area because we've seen no other Vex that have been corrupted, so I think it's just in this area and in the overrides and the expunge. But hope you guys enjoyed the debriefing, and Osiris is a bit fishy, just to let you guys know.
I wish my news was not so grave. But I can confirm that it is the Taken Vex mind Quria at the center of the simulation that plagues this city. Quria serves the Witch Queen Savathun. It is she who is responsible for the Endless Night.
Are you certain of your data? After all, Savathun is known for her deceptions.
Osiris, I did not know you had access to this channel.
I wish to confer with you and the Guardian privately.
The splicers feel Quiria's spirit. Hollow, calculating, taken. It lurks between realities as a blade between carapace plates. There is no mistake.
How did you miss this?
In the same way it went unseen by the mighty Osiris.
If my experience and wisdom can aid you in Quiria's capture, you may have it.
Capture. Quria is discordant and must be exorcised if the great machine's sky is to shine again.
The things we could learn were we to capture it. Think, Mithrax.
Dangerous. Ambitious. Assume capture is successful, captivity would prove difficult. Safer to eradicate.
I will confer with Ikora to find us the best course of action.
Of course. Mithrax observes the city's guidance. You and the Guardian speak with Ikora. Elixni will continue to refine a strategy.
And as you guys see here, we have unlocked some new upgrades, the last 3 upgrades of the gauntlet that we had previously locked, and this is only based on the corrupted runs that you can do instead of the regular expunge runs, and they're just mostly about the last chests having increased rewards and dropping higher power related things. But I'll definitely, upgrade them later on to help my corrupted runs be a bit more worthwhile. But now that we've done that, it's now to go to Ikora, which I did not really expect, and see what she has to say about the Savathun and Vex situation.
Guardian, be vigilant. We must consider our discovery of Savathun to be part of her plan. Perhaps she means to sow fear and suspicion among us. I won't allow her to drive us apart. When the time comes, I'll put a spear of light through the Witch Queen's heart myself. For now, I'm overturning all hidden records and full archival access to Osiris, but no one else. Lakshmi claims the Vanguard suffers from a lack of transparency. If she had access to our records, she'd cherry-pick whatever details were necessary to ground her prophecies. I need people I can trust to be objective. Some of our records on Savathun are fabricated truths, I'm sure. But in those lies are the strategies she used to topple the Dreaming City. History won't be repeating itself here. Continue your splicer training with Mithrax. Use it to root Savathun's minions out. We'll reassess the situation when we've located our target.
And now that is over, and this is probably an annoying part because I've just debriefed with Mithrax, went out of the helm, and then now I have to go all the way back into a loading screen to go back into the helm just to speak with Mithrax for the final time. It was a tiny bit annoying, but you know, that's Destiny. You fly somewhere, you get a big-ish loading screen, and then you're there. So I wasn't that, you know, happy, but wasn't that sad about it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the final. Check out the new lore piece as well. That is kind of related to this you know, situation, but kind of isn't. But it's still definitely interesting because it talks about someone else that we haven't really talked about in the lore pieces that we've been getting. But hope you guys check that out.
People of the Last City, I come to you with an emergency announcement. One that Vanguard leadership wishes to keep from you. Future War Court has learned from Guardian sources that the endless night is the work of the hive god of deceit, Savathun. This is a grave development, but we cannot give in to despair. Instead, let it propel us to action. We must demand accountability from Vanguard leadership. We cannot allow Zavala and Ikora Ray to sell our city to the Fallen. What?
Enough! This is Ikora Ray. I will not stand by while this hateful rhetoric goes unchallenged. I understand it's hard to put the violence of the past behind us. But the Vanguard's responsibility is to preserve a just peace. Not for some, but for all. Lakshmi would have you live in fear. Fear of the Elixni. Fear of the future. But I propose something much stronger. Faith. Faith that bravery is not just a human quality. Faith that we are stronger together. Faith that the Vanguard and our Elixni allies will break the Vex hold on our city. And we'll do it united, as one, for the good of all.
Quria lurks at the center of this false night. All threads leading to it are dark and thick, covered in black oil. Your splicer mastery has been growing. The great machine is unknowable, but I believe it acts with purpose. Just as we must act with purpose now, to find a way to reach Quria and end it. Sacred splicers must see the invisible machinery at work around us to understand its beauty and flaws, and our place within it. I think of my light as a torch, a beacon. Yours, though, I see as a weapon. I say this with respect. From what I know of the Great Machine, It would not create a weapon without needing to use it. Quria will be your target. Be ready, for there is no doubt it is.
And that's literally everything for this week. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. I've checked the Fallen area, there's nothing new there. I think if something story related does happen there, then, you know, it will change something there, like the sabotage, and then it added a couple more dialogue pieces. But apart from that, nothing really else. And yeah, I really love that Ikora actually stood up and stopped the transmission, you know, calling to all the civilians about how bad the Fallen are and all that stuff. And then, you know, she pretty much said her piece, which is awesome. And if you guys haven't checked out, check out the new seasonal challenges, which are kind of hard, but kind of aren't hard, but they're alright. They're pretty decent, kind of like the do the Crucible ornament, do more Gambit related stuff, so it's not really the most difficult stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later.